Hello again, guys, and welcome back to my channel. Well, today we'll have the final part on the BVR AMA. I had to cut out some parts because I thought that they were not interesting enough. But here it is, here's the last part. I hope you enjoy it, and remember to subscribe and like the video. Well, have a great one, guys.
Half the people aren't on Ink Overflow. So I guess the experience is pretty similar. On Ink Overflow I haven't worked with yet still, so I'm not really feling limited by that at all.
It's okay for me to come back.
That's awesome. Great answer.
Allowed to do that.
All right. Next up, we have Skull Red 112700. Just 2
Like,
zeros.
am I allowed to come go somewhere and then like come back into the server? So I'll like Toby do it. So I'm just
Can you read
wondering
it?
if
Okay. So we have which my watch isn't open. Mama Monkey, pop on up here and read the words.
All right. So Skull Red would like to know which RROs you think are most overrated and most underrated.
dude.
Good question.
Nice.
I have some strong feelings about some Rec Room originals. Most overrated, some may say like my Rec Rally, it was a little bit lacking in content, but it's not really overrated if not that many. If like everyone agrees it's overrated, then it's not overrated anymore, right? There have to be people that like it for it to be overrated. So I'm gonna have to go with Dodgeball. There are whole communities built around Dodgeball. There's like a Dodgeball league. There's people who grind the Dodgeball leaderboard, so clearly a bunch of people like it, but I have never seen the appeal, okay? First off, the game, Rec Room staff, close your ears. The game is literally broken like half the time. The hit detection, awful. The catching, awful. It's... I'm about to get a sound effect. There you go. Okay. I feel like Dodgeball is never like fully functional, I guess. And it's just such a basic game loop, and games can go on for way too long because people camp in the back of the arenas. And whenever the weekly challenge is like do 10 games of Dodgeball, I groan. It's awful. I hate Dodgeball. I never play it unless I have to. Underrated. See, there was a while where I would have said Paddleball probably, because there was a while where
nice.
I was grinding the Paddleball leaderboards. I'm actually like top 200 in Paddleball wins or something, and I wanted to be in the top 10. And then I think I got about like 250 Paddleball wins, and I had to get up to like about 1,500 to get on the leaderboards, and I gave up around 250 because it was just so much time. I feel like I kind of convinced myself I like Paddleball though. I don't know if it's actually underrated or if it's actually just broken and not fun because you can grab the ball. But we'll go with Paddleball for now.
Nice. Oh my gosh. All right. Were you playing with a lot of like just grinding, playing with like whoever shows up in the map, or did you have like people
Yep.
you
No.
normally played with?
I would be very hard pressed to find someone else willing to play that many games of Paddleball with me, so I would just randomly queue and join random people. And sometimes I would wait in lobbies forever because not a lot of people play Paddleball. It's not on screen mode. It was certainly an experience.
Nice. If you guys want a 1v1 BVR and paddleball, type it in the chat right now. We're gonna see.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, Mama Monkey.
All right, this is a question from FN2771. They would like to know what's the best and worst part about being an awesome YouTuber.
Well, I'm an awesome YouTuber.
Yeah, you are.
Okay, guys, don't flatter me too much here. Man, best part is that I get to do a thing I like doing, and it's kind of a part-time job for me right now, and I get to meet a lot of new people, and I feel like my Rec Room experience has been greatly enhanced by making videos. So I'd say that's probably the best part. It's just made my Rec Room experience way better. Worst part, I can't go in public lobbies without someone recognizing me. I can change my display name, I can change my outfit. I don't even know how they do it. If I'm mute, I change my name and I change my outfit. You think no one would be able to know who I am,
Completely,
but
completely.
somehow,
changed.
yes, completely
Yeah.
changed. Like, not my account name, so if they click on me, they'll still see it's me, but display name, unless they're clicking on me, how do they know it's me? But somehow, people still find out. Every public lobby I go into, there's someone who recognizes me no
Wait a
matter
minute.
what I do.
You're appearing offline as well. Like you appear offline.
Yes, appearing offline, only to favorites, which is only people that I'm very close with. It's not saying I don't love meeting fans and such in the public. I know there's a lot of people who are very excited about that. But also, like, sometimes I go in a rec center and then I'm just swarmed by people and I'm just trying to, like, talk with a friend. And so mostly I've relegated myself to private lobbies now. Also because, I spend most time building and that's all in private rooms too. But I do kind of miss being able to go out into a public on my main account and just play a game and have people treat me like a normal person. Okay, wait. Before we do the next question, okay. Oh, he's already broadcasting. Okay,
Surprise.
we're doing ultimate surprise here. Okay, experimental for those of you who have stuck around. We've dropped a few hundred people, but this is gonna go well, I swear. So here's what's gonna happen. I'm doing a giveaway. Okay, here's what's gonna happen. You're gonna type something in chat, and I'm gonna pick a random person, and I'm gonna go to your profile, and if you're supporting me, I will buy you the first thing off your wish list. Okay, we're gonna do this real quick. So send me a message in chat here. I'll pick someone. I can't click on names in chat. Oh, yes, I can. Okay, cool. You have to be supporting me, by the way. So
the
click on
chat
me right
is
now.
Flying.
Hit that support button, or you can go back there. Takes you to my profile. This is the ultimate giveaway. This is. I said,
right.
Mama Monkey, we should do this. She said, yeah, we can try. Okay, I'm picking a random person. Hold on. Who will it be? Okay, I can't click on them because they're scrolling. Okay, we have Marmaro, and they are supporting me. So you get
Hey, let's go.
something
Nice.
off your wish list. Oh my gosh, this is a long wish list.
Audience
We'll
count
go-
jumped up. Everybody was running.
Hey, guys. We can do this once again maybe at the end, so stick around, all right?
Yeah,
Stick
stick around for the
around.
end. For the
Okay, I'll just go ahead and get you I should probably not be spending too much time on this. Here, you can have the pink hair dye because that's
That is
expensive.
awesome.
There you go. Stick around. It may happen
Hey.
again. Who's to say?
Congratulations. All right. Next
Well,
up,
hello
we
there.
have Dr. Raven. Hey, Dr. Raven.
Hey there.
Oh, they're not broadcasting. I don't think so.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I think Doctor.
Oh, there you go.
I'll have
It's
to-
I, am,
broadcasting.
I am terribly sorry, everyone.
Okay.
It's just
Yeah, I think Dr. Raven wasn't here on time for the broadcast check, so
Okay.
we'll have to catch it next time.
Barry issues.
Uh,
Barry issues.
All right, so
I just
Mama
ran out of
Monkey's going to
Barry.
ask the question. We'll have Mama Monkey ask the question on your behalf so that because they'll be able to broadcast it to everyone. All right.
So Dr. Raven
Or
wanted
if
to
it's-
know what
You're
you
not
would say for
broadcasting.
any small.
Yeah, you're
oh,
not
am I not?
broadcasting.
Yes. Yeah. What?
Dr.
Just
Raven,
gonna, like,
switch
lean
out with
in
Mama Monkey.
And just,
Rectuber.
I'm gonna lean. All right. Dr. Raven asked on Reddit what you would say for any small rec tubers.
All right. Thank you for the question. What would I say for any small RecTubers? Honestly, this is kind of what I tell a lot of people who want to make YouTube videos. Just make videos that you are passionate about. Because if you make things you're passionate about, they generally turn out to be good because you want to make good things. Or try and just like make videos you would want to watch, right? If you make a video and you wouldn't personally watch it yourself, then who else is going to watch it, you know? So I feel like that's important. Do stuff that you would want to watch and that you want to make. And generally, you know, there's so much YouTube advice to give. I spent years making Minecraft videos with no one watching me, fumbling around with the algorithm, having no idea what I was doing before I got any kind of success. But, you know, during that time, I was building up my skills. I was learning how to edit more. I was learning better commentary, better like pacing for videos. And that's how I got to where I am now. So there's so much stuff to learn that you just have to do it, right? You just have to make videos that you want to make somewhat consistently, and the quality will then come if you continue doing that consistently.
Very much so. Yeah, that practice, you just start to sharpen your skills and everything, editing and knowing what it is that your viewers like to watch. You just start to gain this sense. That's very true. All right, Mama Monkey, our next question.
All right, this is a question from Cakeman21. They would like to know what got you interested in CV1 and CV2 overbuilding.
Yeah. So I kind of touched on this earlier with my other answer, but I've always been more of a programmer than an artist, I guess. I've tried doing art-related things many, many times for various things. Like I've tried making pixel art, I've tried making just normal 2D art, I've tried building in Rec Room 3D art. It's never really worked out for me. So I mostly relegate myself to just programming because that's something I just understand better, I guess. And it's something I've been doing longer, which is what drew me to CV2 because I already basically understood it because of my programming background. In a perfect world, I would also be good at building. I would love to also be good at building because then I could just make things myself, right? Because if you're just a programmer, there isn't too much you can do. You have to have at least like one programmer and one artist, right? Even just a solo artist can make a good room in Rec Room, but a solo programmer, not really so much. So if I could do both circuits and art, that'd be great. Maybe someday I'll go back to trying to learn it, and hopefully it'll have better results.
No, it's great to collaborate. It's definitely great to collaborate. You learn a lot from each other. Love that. All right, our next question is from Zinc Lead Alloy.
Hello, BVR. How are you today?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you for asking. I got 3 questions for you since you have experience as a YouTuber, if you don't mind answering. First of them, great. First is to help aspiring RecTubers. If you only had a Quest 2 and wanted to start RecTubing, how would you go around doing so? How do you go about doing so?
Gotcha. So that's tricky because I think right now, I don't know too much about the Quest 2. I've never had a Facebook Meta headset. I've always been on PC VR. So I don't know how much specific advice I could give with that. I think that in an update soon, Quest 2 is adding like full HD recording support. So definitely wait for that. That'll help out a ton. And yeah, I don't know too much about recording on Quest 2 beyond that. I know right now recording tools are kind of lackluster, but I think I heard that in an upcoming update they are going to be getting better. So I'd wait for that, and then you can just record that, put it on your PC, edit it. Honestly, you can edit stuff on your phone nowadays. Have you seen these, like, there's a lot of younger people that edit stuff on their phones? It's crazy stuff.
Gotcha. Thank you.
I can add to that a little bit. Yeah, I can add to that a little bit. There's some TikTokers who create rec talkers, you could say, who create content using Quest 2, and the way they work around not using a stream camera where they can point the camera and film themselves, what they do is they'll use holotars. The content is so short on TikTok that you can essentially like act out whatever you need with one like 30-second holotar animation, and then that's how they work around. That's like they hack around that way.
I'll try that out.
You're so right. I totally forgot Quest 2 doesn't have streamer cam. That's probably what your question was about. Yeah. You can also still make good videos just from your POV. You know, you don't need to have streamer cam. Obviously, it helps out a ton. I love the streamer cam, but your POV is still enough to get started making videos. You know.
Thank you. All right. Second question.
Thanks. Yeah.
What strategy do you find works best for Rec Room videos? Like what thumbnail, what title, what kind of entertainment do you provide to your viewers that you've seen that works best?
That is a lot to unpack. I could talk about titles and thumbnails for a very long time. At the core, the title and thumbnail are just trying to portray the idea you have, right? So that's the other kind of part of your question. Just the idea of the video should be something that is interesting and like captivating, right? Like spending 24 hours in VR, that's like, oh, how did they spend 24 hours in VR without sleeping? Or like Rec Room is adding toes. I don't know. I didn't know they were doing that. I'm gonna click on the video. So just something that will interest people enough to click on the video, and then you can just base your title and thumbnail around that. Honestly, there's nothing specific, no like super specific tips I could give. As long as the idea is somewhat interesting, then go for it. You can try yourself, see what works, see what doesn't.
All right. Perfect. Thank you. Last question.
Great question.
Thank you. Last question. You already answered what kind of video editing tools you use. Sorry. But what kind of setup do you have? What programs do you use specifically on your channels to make the content easier to make?
Got it. Okay. Full BVR program rundown. Listen up. I use OBS Studio to record stuff, which is what I'm doing right now to live stream. It's free, great, video recording and streaming software. I would highly recommend OBS Studio to everybody who wants to make content. Editing, I use Premiere, as I said. You can use basically anything, though. Sometimes I use Audacity for additional audio editing, but not super commonly. That is useful if you just want to record audio, though. Hold on, there's something in my throat. Okay. And then, what else do I use? Man, I don't know. I use GIMP. It's a free software that's photo editing for thumbnails. I see Momoki over there. I feel like this is kind of a funny coincidence, actually. I've been using GIMP for so many years that, like, going back to the Youth Digital thing I was talking about earlier with the Minecraft mods, I remember I only downloaded GIMP because the instructor of that, like, Youth Digital Minecraft mod thing was like, okay, you're going to use this GIMP software to edit the textures in Minecraft for your mods, right? So I learned it then in that course, and I've just kind of used it ever since. I know Photoshop probably would be better, but, you know, I'm more experienced with GIMP, and it still works. So I would recommend it if you want to learn a weird editing software that is free instead of paying for Photoshop. And I think that's about all the programs I use.
That's awesome.
Thank you very much for your questions.
Formula. Love it. All right. I have
That's all
some
for
questions
prepped
from the live
questions.
stream.
Yep.
Yeah? Okay, great. Okay, we have some questions from the live stream and some comments as well that I want to make sure you guys get to hear. Earlier, it was Zinc. You were asking about what's a good way to create content with Quest 2. So a quick shout out to Star Centurion, who's helping moderate the YouTube channel. Star wants to add more feedback input for you. Star says you can get a POV streamer cam, like hack something up by simply attaching a mirror to your face and recording that. Okay. Yep. It's fake, obviously, but it does work for Quest 2 and PSVR users. Nice. Yeah. Thank you, Star.
So I think, you would connect a mirror. You'd like clamp it to a back holster, and then you can put that on your back, and the mirror's just floating in front of your face wherever you look. I have seen that, actually.
Yeah, I saw that too. I have at least two other questions from the live stream. One earlier, I really liked that was wholesome. It's from the viewer Milk RR. They ask, what is your dream after college? What is your dream to do after college?
Oh, that's a really good question and a really hard one. I don't know. I mean, I'd like to make videos. I'd like to... I like making things, okay? I don't know if you figured that out by now. I make games. I'm actually majoring in game design. I like to make videos. I like making content because when I was younger, I saw a whole bunch of content, a whole bunch of YouTube videos. I played a whole bunch of video games, and I was really inspired by that. And I think it's so cool that people can make things that, like, emotionally persuade people so much and then potentially convince them, like, they want to do that too. That's what I want to do. And I guess the form I've decided to make media that influences people in is videos and games. So I'd like to keep doing that, you know? I want to keep bringing my ideas into the world.
Alright guys, so this was the last part of the BVR AMA. Thank you for watching. Have a good one, guys. Remember to subscribe and give it a like. Yeah, well, see you around, guys.